County Commission Conference Meeting for February 22nd, 2024, and call the meeting to order. Before we get started, I'd like to make a unfortunate announcement. Over the weekend, many people here know former county employee Joey Turner, and Joey was a heavy equipment technician for many years. He also worked over at the Virginia Street Garage for many years as a mechanic. Joey unfortunately passed away over the weekend, and his services are going to be held today at 11 o'clock for the wake and 12 o'clock for the funeral, and it's going to be held at the Oak Park Church on Solly Road. A couple other things about Joey that people really didn't know that I did, because when I was a teenager, I went and rode with Joey when he was a reserve deputy back in the 1980s, and Joey was pretty much a lifelong volunteer fireman with various volunteer fire departments throughout Mobile County, and most recently the St. Elmo Fire Department. So I did want to make that announcement, and so that everyone would know about his services and keep his family in your prayers.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Do we have any speakers?
No speakers.
No speakers. All right. Glenn, I guess you're up.
I'm up. Number one, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of January 22nd, 2024. Number two, approve the list of claims. Number three, hold a public hearing so any citizen of the county shall be given an opportunity to be heard for or against any item related to the statement of revenues, expenditures, and changes in fund balance report. Number four, authorize advertising for bids, Government Plaza Pocket Park. Number five, award bid to LLCH Inc. for Fort Fly remediation measures at Government Plaza for a total bid in the amount of $190,143.44. Number six, approve assignment to Dell Consulting LLC for practice field lighting for Tanner Williams Park. The work will consist of design, bidding, and project administration in the amount of $4,868. Number seven, award bid to Cornerstone Detention Products, Inc. for 2023 through 2024 detention intercom test and inspection of Metro Jail and Barracks for a total bid in the amount of $97,065.78. Number eight, approve changing project number CCP-24-2023 to CCP 024-2023 Whistler Bike Trail Bridge Replacement in the February 15, 2024 minutes, agenda item number 37. Number nine, approve application of Eminence Promotion LLC for special events retail liquor license for Southern Combat Championship at Alba Temple Center, March 23, 2024. Number 10, approve revising the term ending date of 1 Peasant to be December 31st, 2026 on the Board of Directors of Mobile Bay Convention and Visitors Bureau in February 15, 2024 minutes, agenda item number 16, to comply with the board bylaws. Number 11, approve amending February 15, 2024 minutes, agenda item number 52, to reflect the cost center 009 and cost center 038 as funding source of $1,332 for the Revenue Commissioner's Office portion of subscription renewal license with TSA Inc. Number 12, approve waiving March 24th monthly softball field rental fee for the West Mobile Girls Softball Association due to time impacts from park construction. Excuse me. Number 13, accept amended tax increment financing award from the City of Mobile for Isom Clemens Civil Rights Memorial Park to increase the award amount to $1,390,000. Number 14, approve reappointment of Francis James to serve as a member of the Board of Directors of the St. Elmo Irvington Water Authority for a term of 6 years expiring on March 1st, 2030. Number 15, approve a memorandum.
Excuse me, is her last name Janes or should it be James? Janes. Janes. Okay, thank you.
Also, while we're stopped here, I want to go back to number 12. Matthew, is that going to have any effect on the starting of the girls softball season out there? I know that we had a conversation about, I know there's some work still being done on the south fields, and we're going to move the girls softball to the north fields. Is this?
Yes, sir, that's correct. This item will not affect the start date of the girls. They're starting mid-March, so since they're not going to be playing the full month, we request to waive the fee for them.
I just wanted to make sure that we weren't delaying the start of their season. Thank you. Thank you, Glenn.
You're welcome. Number 15, approve a memorandum of understanding between Mobile County Sheriff's Department, U.S. Marshals Service, and Mobile County Commission to direct and coordinate permanent regional fugitive task forces consisting of federal, state, and local law enforcement authorities for the purpose of locating and apprehending fugitives. Number 16, approve submission of grant application to the Corporation of National and Community Service for the AmeriCorps Senior/Mobile County Senior Companion Program in a total amount of $558,005 as follows. Number 17, approve a no-cost data license agreement with CostQuest Associates LLC in order to obtain access to the local broadband internet data associated with Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs Broadband Equity Access and Deployment. Testing. Number 18, approve appropriation contract with Saraland Area Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $15,000 from District 1 Commission funds for operational expenses. Number 19, approve appropriation contract with Victory Health Partners, Inc. in a total amount of $5,000 for its Hope for Healing event to fund testing. Number 19, approve appropriation contract with Victory Health Partners, Inc. in a total amount of $5,000 for its Hope for Healing event. The funds will be divided as follows. Number 20, approve appropriation contract with the City of Mobile in the amount of $25,000 from District 2 Commission funds for, that should be Country Club Road Sidewalk Project. Number 21, approve appropriation contract with Covenant Academy of Mobile in the amount of $25,000 from District 1 Education Fund for the library resources and books. Number 22, approve a sponsorship agreement with the Drug Education Council, Inc. in a total amount of $1,500 for annual luncheon. The funds will be divided as follows. Number 23, approve appropriation contract with Clark Shaw Magnet School Parent Teachers Organization in the amount of $19,000 from District 2 Education Funds for traffic security improvements at Clark Shaw Magnet Middle School. Number 24, approve appropriation contract with Penelope House, Inc. in the amount of $5,000 from District 3 Education Funds for the Mobile Chocolate Festival. Number 25, approve appropriation contract with Mobile Arts Council, Inc. in a total amount of $5,750 for this Artist Award celebration. The funds will be divided as follows. Number 26, approve amending annual appropriation contract with the Explorer Center, Inc., doing business as Explorium Science Center to increase the contract amount from $75,000 to $90,000. Additional funds in the amount of $15,000 from District 2 Education Funds will be used for the Spring 2024 exhibit, Cuba. 27, approve amending annual appropriation contract with the Center for the Living Arts doing business as Alabama Contemporary Art Center to increase the contract amount from $100,000 to $110,000. The additional funds in the amount of $10,000 from District 1 Education Funds will be used for the Artist in Residence program. 28, approve appointment of Edwin Kerr as interim county administrator effective March 1st, 2024, requested by Mobile County Attorney in the legal department.
That's kind of an odd way to announce your retirement, isn't it, Glenn?
Good going in, good going out.
Well, for those who don't know, the purpose of this agenda item is that Glenn has announced his retirement coming up soon, and we're taking action to make Eddie the interim county administrator, and that job, we will be putting out a job announcement next week to seek applications for that job. So
And the plan, I think, Commissioners, is to have an agenda item for Monday to so formally ask the Personnel Board to do that.
This is to be internal.
Yes, ma'am, be
Only.
internal only.
internal.
I have one question. Is Edwin Eddie? Are they the same?
In his new position, we will all call him Edwin now.
And for Edwin's and others' benefit, Edwin, we'll add that language to the agenda, and I'll give it to county administration later today or in the morning for proper adding to the Monday agenda.
And this may be premature, but thank you, Glenn. Thank you for all of your years. What was it, 34 years of service to the county and in law enforcement, and you've always been professional and very courteous and worked well with us. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.
There'll be a lot more talks
Yeah,
about
but-
Glenn Hodge around here before he gets out the door, I promise you.
Yeah, but we have to add that to this today,
Okay.
too.
Number 29, approve contract amendment number 1 with Thompson Engineering, Inc. for Mobile County Civil Rights and Cultural Heritage District Master Plan to amend Task 1, Project Management and Coordination, to update the fee schedule, and add Task 2, Structural Analysis of the Franklin Pool and Pool House. Number 30, authorize agreement by and between Mobile County Commission and the Mobile Area Mardi Gras Association to assess the feasibility of the Manga Legacy Center as public attraction for the Mobile Civil Rights and Cultural Heritage District, requested by the Environmental Services Department. Number 31, approve a change order number 1 with Ben M. Radcliffe Contractor, Inc. for Project Mobile County Golf Course Project Facilities Phase. This change order will increase the contract by $464,716. The new contract amount is $7,312,487. Number 32, approve submission of grant renewal application to the Corporation of National and Community Service for the continuation of the AmeriCorps Seniors / Mobile County Foster Grandparent Program for $558,249 as follows.
I'll go back to 31, kind of give an explanation for that. There was kind of that money's going to be coming out of Phase 2, the next phase that's coming up. It's not really something new. It was something that was going to have to be done in the second phase. It actually needs to be done in the first phase. So we're just moving money from the second phase into the first phase, so.
What's the status of the bids for the actual golf?
So we had a bid opening yesterday, and I don't see Dana here, but we're working very hard to make sure that I have enough money to award the bid. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure that I do have enough money to award the bid, and I'm hoping by the first meeting in March, we'll award that bid and talk to the contractor yesterday and be able to start construction by April 1st. And he told me that he would have the pickleball tennis courts and driving range open by September of this year, and hopefully the entire golf course open by April of '25. So I'm pretty excited about this project. It's the third time we've bid it, and it's gone down substantially each time. So I'm excited about that too, because I have the money now to actually award the contract. So
Good. Very good.
thank you.
And Commissioners, number 33 needs to be voted at the conference. Adopt a resolution and order declaring the election results for the special 3-meal district ad valorem school tax in the City of Chickasaw School Tax District, requested by the Mobile County Attorney in the Legal Department.
So Commissioners, Patrick Duggan is here to help me with this. But basically is, we know the,
Hang on just a minute.
okay,
Neil, would you mind stepping out, please, and ask them to give us a minute on the leaf blowing? I don't know if y'all can hear the leaf blowing. I can't hear anything but the leaf blowing.
And we appreciate that hard work. We just wanted to
Yeah.
pause just shortly.
Yeah.
okay, well, while that noise is paused, so the City of Chickasaw School District had a election this week to add a 3 mil tax increase. It passed by the statute in which they brought this for election. It requires the county commission to canvass the votes, hence the 2 record of election boxes in front of County Administrator Mr. Hodge. There were 3 challenge ballots. I thought there were 4, but 3. We're told that those ballots will be calculated and whatever they're going to do with them by this afternoon or tomorrow. So we may have another action on the agenda
Okay.
Monday once the challenge ballots are resolved, but it won't change the result. So with that, Mr. Duggan will cover it from there, and we're going to open the summary box, which will tell us what the totals are, which is what we already know, but this is the official from ES&S, who handled it for the city school system.
It's going to show each commissioner, these are the result tallies from the election officials. You can see that shows 203 votes in favor and 179 votes against.
It was 203 to 179. So is it appropriate now for them to vote at this? So the statute, as I mentioned earlier, requires it be canvassed and approved within 4 days. There's some debate about when the 4 days expired. So in abundance of caution, we're asking the commission to do it today. So we're only 2 days out and don't have to worry about the weekend issue. So with that, you want to add anything?
Yes, and just to sort of give you a heads up, that this resolution we're asking you to adopt today, it recognizes that there are still some provisional ballots out there that you haven't, that the process has not been completed, but because this particular election statute requires that you canvass it within 4 days, it's appropriate to go ahead and do that with the preliminary results. We'll have another resolution for you this next Monday that looks very similar to this one, and we'll give you the opportunity to view those provisional results, which again, won't change the outcome, but then, so more to come. This will be on the agenda again, I believe, Monday, for that final resolution and canvassing report, which then orders the levy and begins that process of that special school tax. Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. We'll have some documents for you to sign right after the meeting. Take about 2 minutes. Thank you all. Thank you, Patrick.
Number 34, approve donation of the 8 parcels of real property by the Nature Conservancy to the Mobile County Commission for the development of the Lightning Point Park located in the city of Beulah Battery pending legal review.
This was done at Tina's request, so we can move the process on. As previously mentioned, we're still several weeks away from complete finalization of everything with the Nature Conservancy, but we're working together to accomplish that. All these little different parcels, the legal descriptions are a bit challenging, but at the end of the day, this will complete the county's ownership of the land for the Lightning Point, so that construction can hopefully begin sooner than later. Matthew may want to comment in more detail.
So we manage in this location quite a bit of conservation land already. These tracts that are listed in this agenda item are adjacent to and contiguous with the parcels that we already manage. They're predominantly marsh parcels that only have marsh on it. So really the only use of the land is for conservation. So this agenda item will expand the county's conservation land in this area. It really doesn't increase the management burden or management costs at all. We have a separate agreement with TNC. They help us manage the property, and we anticipate that that agreement will expand to cover these parcels as well. So we think it's a good thing outside of the project that Jay mentioned, just to, hold this land that's so important environmentally in a conservation status.
So is Lightning Point one of the Deepwater Horizons projects for?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay.
So it's actually called the City Docks
Oh,
Project.
the city, okay, that's
Yeah,
it, okay.
yes, ma'am. And so that project will revitalize the city docks area, and hopefully, help the economic situation there in the city.
Lightning Point is what's south of the city docks, and it's basically similar to what we're doing on the causeway, the Dolphin Island Causeway, where it comes back in and protects the shoreline and creates habitat for natural resources. But it's all, city docks and south of the city docks between the Mississippi Sound and the shoreline there. This is where it's at.
Thank you.
Awesome projects, both of those.
Number 35, approve a lease agreement with Illinois Central Railroad Company for an initial term of 10 years commencing on April 1st, 2024, and ending on March 31st, 2034, and authorize the commission president to sign all necessary documents requested by the county attorney and legal department.
Why are we leasing from?
The railroad has a rail line across the Escataba Park, and they require us to have a lease. When we bought the land, the lease was there. It was it was assigned by agreement, but that lease term ends now, and we've been negotiating with them for a new lease. They wouldn't go more than 10 years, and they have the easement that the rail line goes across, so they require, it's no compensation, but it just sets out what the terms are.
Are we the leaser or the leasee?
You're the leasee.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is an abandoned,
I think it's used. It's active,
Yeah, it is.
it's active. But there's
I
no
don't know
way
how
to,
active, but
I don't know how, but it's an active, and they're aware of it, and
and it goes through the park?
it cuts through part of the park.
it's way up
Up in the
high.
air.
Oh,
in the
okay.
air.
It's
Because all
above.
that
You can
land
actually
is,
walk under it.
yeah, we walk under it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty low there, so it's up
Yeah, and it's been there forever.
forever. No chance of it being moved.
Mm-hmm.
So again, no cost to the county.
Matthew, did you have anything to add?
Well, I was just going to elaborate a little bit. So there's a rail line that bisects the park. The portion where this lease is at a railroad trestle. So it's elevated, and the main portion of the park where the RV campground and the day use area that we've completed, where that is, the access to the other side of the railroad is through this portion that's leased.
Do you know how active it is as far as the number of trains per day?
I don't know the exact number of trains per day, but it's at least several.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're out there for, a few hours, you're liable to
you'll
have a train go by.
Yeah. It's just part of the ambiance.
It's, it's in an area that's away from the RV
Yeah.
campground, so it really doesn't impact the campground that much. And there's quite a few trees between it and the
Yeah.
campground,
You
so
don't
that
even see
sound's
it from
absorbed.
parts of it.
I'm sure you hear it though.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hear it if you're right next to it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Number 36, approve a submission of the Alabama Recycling Fund grant application to Alabama Department of Environmental Management in the amount of $146,634 to purchase a glass pulverizer, hoppers, equipment parts, and provide a concrete staging pad for the Mobile County Recycle Center in partnership with Goodwill Industries Gulf Coast. There is no local match required.
Don't we have one concrete staging pad already? We want another
Believe
one?
so, yeah.
Okay,
Business is good out there.
okay.
37, approve a professional service contract with Hydro LLC to provide services related to municipal separate storm sewer system program support pending legal review. 38, consider taking the following action on bids. 39, approve a renewal subscription agreement with Civic Plus in the amount of $981.85 for C-Click Fix connector for ArcGIS for the County Commission. Number 40, approve renewal of the software agreement with PDQ.com in the amount of $8,925 for PDQ deploy and inventory license for the Revenue Commissioner's Office. 41, approve renewal subscription agreement with Zoom Video Communications, Inc. in the amount of $1,099.50 for Zoom One Business Annual for the County Commission. Number 42, adopt sole source resolution approving a system upgrade with Timekeeping System, Inc. for Guard One real-time system in the amount of $90,434.73 for the Sheriff's Office. And Commissioners, we have one add-on. Number 1, approve annual subscription agreement with the Core Switch in the amount of $4,378.02 for maintenance and, on 2 core routers will be paid from the cost center 001 Fund 001, requested by the Information Technology Department. And on Monday, we have an Indigent Care Board meeting, Commissioner.
Thank you. Mr. Kegley?
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. We would ask that you consider taking the following action this coming Monday, February 26th. Item 1, approve assigning a contract for professional CE&I services for the Mossap Road Improvement Project to Driven Engineering. Item 2, award a bid to John G. Walton Construction Company for the Mossap Road roadway improvements for their bid in the amount of $469,211.77. Item 3, approve right-of-way agreement for Track 14 and Track 23 on our Ziegler Boulevard Additional Lane Project, which is one of our 2016 pay-as-you-go projects. Item 4, approve preliminary and final plat of Theodore Crossing North, which is in Commission District 3, and preliminary and final plat of Sims Family Bayfront, which is also in Commission District 3. Item 5, approve preliminary plat only of Acadian Farm Subdivision Phase 1. That's in Commission District 2. Item 6, approve reimbursable agreement for relocation of utility facilities with Alabama Power on John Paul Road, which is one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects. Estimated cost to Mobile County, $119,619. Item 7, approve reimbursable agreement for relocation of utility facilities with Alabama Power Company on Natchez Trace Road, which is also one of our 2018 pay-as-you-go projects. Estimated cost to Mobile County, $157,865. Item 8, hold a public hearing to receive comments on the proposed Mobile County floodplain development ordinance. Item 9, adopt a proposed Mobile County floodplain development ordinance. And then item 10, award a bid to Jubilee Construction Services for the paving of Wilmer Volunteer Fire Department parking lot and drive for their low bid in the amount of $21,972. That is currently it.
How soon will that work commence? Do you know? Told Chief Harvey I'd let him know.
You got an idea when they would be ready? I don't. I would say
Just a couple of weeks. But you'll notify them so they can move their trucks around and whatever they need to do? Okay.
Probably need to give them at least 3 weeks, wouldn't you?
Thank you, Brian. Have anything? Did you? I want to make one more announcement. I always come up with these fun little, I guess, facts or what have you, but we had a county employee, Cherish Franklin, who was an accountant over in the probate court recently on the Wheel of Fortune. And she was able to win that episode. Unfortunately, she did not win the bonus round. So congratulations to Miss Franklin.
Where do you hear this? Did you,
You know,
have you watched the?
Danny comes up with all these fun little facts for me to, and it's fun,
I had no
particularly when
idea.
it, when it involves a county employee or county employee's family member, like the Super Bowl deal and everything. So thank you, Danny, for making me look like I watched the Wheel of Fortune. So, all right, so if there's no further business, I guess we'll stand adjourned until Monday, February the 26th for the regular Middle County Commission meeting, and following that, we'll have an indigent care meeting. Thank you, everyone, for being here.